Nikki Jackson from Southwest Tennessee Community College, and this video is relating to matrices and other exponential logarithm examples from Self-Check 3.3 Math 1710. So let's go ahead and get started. Your first example is dealing with an exponential equation. So it wants to know two things. One, how would you express it in the form of logarithm? And what is the solution set? Well, let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. Let me zoom out just a little bit. So here's the actual equation given to you. 3 log e to the 5th x power equals 1,473. Well, the first thing we did was divide both sides by 3. Now, because this is a natural log, because of the e, we're going to do the natural log on both sides. Now, if you recall from section 3.2, the natural log ln and e cancel each other out. So now we're left with 5x equals the natural log of 491. Divide both sides by 5, and therefore we have x. So your first answer, solution set is in logarithm form. It's going to be this. And then let me show you how to use your calculator to get to 1.24. So once you cut it on, you're going to hit the natural log, then 491, divided by 5. And voila, we have the answer rounded to the nearest 100. Remember, the 100 is 2 decimal places after the actual decimal point. This 9 is going to make that 3 or 4. So if you hadn't already gotten your calculator handy, go ahead and do so now, because the remaining of these problems are forming or dealing with matrices, which I'm going to do strictly using your calculator. Using your notes in MyLabs Plus, they're going to show you the hand or the manual way, but for the sake of time and convenience, I'm going to do the calculator. Now here's the thing about that. You're going to have to do this over and over again to remember the steps, because there's multiple steps, but it's a lot more easy and convenient to do the calculator than to do the manual way. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So number 2, saying solve the system of equations using matrices, use the Gaussian elimination method with back substitution. So this part right here already tells you that you're going to do more than one step. The first thing you have to do using elimination is to find out which one of these 3 variables you're going to eliminate. Once you eliminate them, then you have to go back and substitute it in the other 2 equations and then do the same thing for the last one. But we're going to do it slightly different. So notice the matrix right here. You have 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Look at all of your numbers very carefully. So I'm going to rewrite your numbers now in that form. So notice how you have your 1, 2, 3 rows and your 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. This is your solution set. -2, 8, -1. But let's use our calculator to determine how we did that. So here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So be patient, please. Well, the first thing you're going to do is put your calculator on. Now hit second, then matrix. So let's do that again. Second, matrix. Oops, I did wrong. Second, matrix. Use your right arrow key, go to edit, and hit enter. As previously stated, this is a 3 by 4 matrix. Now you're going to put all your numbers in. To input each one of these numbers, simply type the number in and then hit enter. So take a moment to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pause this video as well, because my numbers have already been inputted. Once you input the numbers, you're going to hit second, then quit. Now the reason why you're quitting, this is just like an app on your phone. It keeps going and going and going if you don't get out of it. We're going to hit second, matrix again. Use your right arrow key to math. Use your down arrow key all the way down until you see reduce row echelon form. That's RREF. Hit enter. Hit second matrix again and hit enter. Now, notice how I only use one matrix because I don't want to get confused. But you're free to use more than one matrix. Now that we've got to this point, hit enter. Notice the last column, -2 and -1. Everything else should be zeros and 1. Note that your ones are in a diagonal. So practice makes perfect. We're going to do that again in a couple of more examples. But right now, let's move on to another one. Let's look at an exponential equation. Let's look at number 3. So it wants to determine what the solution set is. So once again, we're going to use a natural log. So your given equation is 6 to the x power equals 1,296. So once you do all that, take the natural log on both sides. Then you're going to multiply the left-hand side by x. And then divide by the natural log of 6. So we're going to see what that looks like. How do you get the whole number 4? So you're going to do natural log 1,296 divided by natural log 6. And voila, you have 4. So the solution set is 4. But another way of saying that is 6 to the 4th power gives you 1,296. Now take a moment to read number 4. Notice how the equation is already given to you in the form of a formula. What you have to do now is use substitution. So what we're going to do is substitute our t as 9,183. And once you put this in your calculator, and it's asking you to round to the nearest whole number, we're going to put 5. But let's see how we're going to do that. So I'm putting the 16 in. Then I'm going to hit my second and natural log key to get the E. Then I'm going to type the rest of the formula in. And substitute t as 9,183. And there you go. So read your instructions very carefully when it's your turn to see if it's asking you to round to the nearest 100 or the nearest whole number. In this case, it's asking for the nearest whole number. We're going back to the matrices now. But now it's not asking for a solution set. It's asking you to find the determinant. Now notice how this particular one is a 2 by 2 matrix. You have 2 rows and 2 columns. So let's see if we remember the steps of how to put this in. So let me zoom out. So, second matrix. Go over to edit, hit enter. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. To do your new numbers, simply type them in because it's going to override it. So 2, enter, -2, enter, 10, enter, and 4, enter. Voila, you have it in. Now you may recall that this is very similar to your phone app. So now you're going to hit second, quit, second matrix, go over to math. But this time we're not going to use reduced row echelon form. You're actually asking for the determinant, which is the very first one. So hit enter. Second matrix again, and then enter again. And enter one more time. So now you have a determinant of 28. But wait, there's more dealing with the matrices. So number 6 has quite a bit going on. it wants you to add and subtract matrix A and matrix B, then multiply matrix A by -5, and then add matrix A and B again. But before that, multiply matrix A by 3 and multiply matrix B by 2. Well, we know that we have to put the matrices in, so let's see if we remember how to do that. We're going to hit second matrix, go over to edit, hit enter. We know that matrix 1, or matrix A, is also a 2 by 2 because you have 2 rows and 2 columns. So 2, enter 2. Your numbers now are 5, 7, 9, and 4. And now we're going to hit second quick. Hit second matrix again. Now let's use our down arrow key to go to matrix B. Once you see B highlighted, use your right arrow key. Go to edit. It won't let me do it. Yeah, there we go. Hit enter. This is also a 2 by 2. So now you want 3, enter, 8, enter, 6, enter, 4. Those numbers are coming from matrix B. Second quick. So now, let's see what we can do for part A. So for part A, it's A plus B. So second matrix, we're going to hit enter, plus second matrix. Use your down arrow key for B, enter, and that appears. Hit enter one more time, and then you have your answer. So your answer is 8, 15, and then 15 and 8. Your next one, we're going to do A minus B. So let's hit clear. Hit your second matrix key again. Hit enter for A. Now put your minus sign. Hit second matrix. Use your down arrow key for matrix B. Hit enter. Now you have A minus B. Hit enter. Your new matrix now is 2, -1, 3, 0. Now let's do part C. It's -5 times A. So we're going to type in -5, second matrix, hit enter for A, and hit enter one more time. Now you have your answer. You have -25, -35, -45, and -20. Then for your last part, put your 3 in first, second matrix, hit enter for matrix A, then hit your plus sign because that's what's indicated right here. Put your number 2, second matrix, use your down arrow key for B, hit enter, enter again, and voila, you have your final matrix, 21, 37, 39, and 20. But we're not quite done. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Yes, we're done. Okay, so that is awesome right there. We are now officially done with examples from Self-Check 3.3. Thank you guys for watching, ladies, gents, individual. I appreciate that. And again, continue to do a great job in Math 1710.